Okay, we're here to talk about our personalities. I'm Leon the Lion, this is Olivia the Otter, Brenda Beaver, and finally we have Glenda Golden Retriever. Olivia, you have 1 minute.
Oh, hi everybody, I'm Olivia Otter, and my main goal in life is to have fun. We otters, we like to squeeze fun out of every situation in life. We don't really like to plan anything because really is planning any fun. You know, people living with us sometimes have a hard time. They do have some problems because, well, first of all, we always really like to be the life of the party, even if they don't really want us to be. Well, because we think everything that we have to say is everybody wants to know. So our stories are better and fabulous than more fabulous than any other story. And so we take something really little that might be really kind of boring, and even though you might consider it to be an untruth, we just need to make life more fun for you. So we like to tell you everything. We're also really curious people.
10 seconds.
We like to know everything about what everyone else is doing. Wait, what? I hate to keep up with time. I don't like time. I don't even wear a watch. My husband bought me one.
Time, Olivia. Time, Olivia.
Okay. I love the microphone.
We'll never stay on schedule this way.
But they're going to make me stop. So, well, have a good time anyway. Okay.
Brenda, would you time me, please? I'm Leona Lion, and as you can see, I always like to be in control. I have the strongest of personalities. Some of you might have heard of these traits. Type A, possible workaholic, sometimes obsessive, compulsive, born leader. I try to control myself and others, but strengths are that I am very result and task-oriented. I have a one-track mind, which can lead me to be bossy and demanding sometimes. I'm a planner, a mental planner, that is. I often don't write things down, but I keep track of them in my mind, so when I start a task, I've already worked it out in my mind on how it will go. My way is the right way. I'm practical and logical, which can lead me to being very critical of others. If I don't see the logic in the way someone else approaches things.
She's very critical of me.
And as you can see why, I'm very productive. I always am in continuous motion. I make work out of leisure, and I never have any time to rest because, well, that isn't work. I persevere.
That's no fun at all.
Brenda, it's your turn. 10 minutes.
Hello, I'm Brenda Beaver. We Beaver personalities like to be organized and do things perfectly. We're introspective and we put everything in its place and label it. We are neat and orderly. So we have to color coordinate our wardrobes. Everything must be perfect. We have calendars where we write everything that is going to be done, and then we check it off when it's done. We have coupons. See? This is my coupon box.
This is too much.
It's organized according to not just cereals, but Kellogg cereals, Post cereals. General Mills, and each section according to the date of expiration.
Oh, you know, I had coupons once, but I couldn't remember which purse I put them in. So when I found them, they were 2 years old.
Excuse me, Leona said it was my turn. When it comes to Bible study, we Beavers have different Bibles for different things.
Time's up.
I'm not mad.
She made me stop.
I have to get done because Beavers have to finish. This is my devotional Bible. It is the daily Bible in chronological order, 365 daily readings, and it must be done every day. I must finish the Bible in 1 year. Then, this is my study Bible. It has the concordance in the back, a handy place for notes, and a thumb index to help you find the right book. And then I have all these other Bibles.
Hurry up.
My topical Bibles, dictionaries, my handout. Now, a lot of people ask me, I am the leader of the Victors Group, and I also counsel people who are in pain. So people often ask me why I do this kind of work, and I don't get tired of it and say, I'm a Beaver, so I understand pain. My motto is, anything worth doing is worth doing perfectly.
Okay, Glenda.
That's difficult. Do we really have to be here in front of everyone? I'm starting to get a little dry throat.
Yes, hurry up.
Well, hello, my name is Glenda, Golden Retriever. I'm a Golden Retriever personality. We Golden Retrievers shy away from crowds. We fear rejection, you know. So we prefer smaller groups where we can feel secure. Ortha has a lot of friends. I just have a few, but they are deep friendships, and I'm very loyal to my friends. Golden Retrievers tend to be very easygoing and mellow kind of people. We like to relax, you know. We like to have fun by relaxing. Sometimes decisions are very difficult for us, but I like to think that it's because we see both sides. Which do you think it is? It's hard for us, or we...
There is only one side to any issue.
Well, we can be easily distracted, so sometimes our tasks are left unfinished. But if we are interested, we really can focus well.
Get to the point.
I am.
Time's almost up.
My turn yet?
No, you had your turn. Let others speak.
When we're interested, we can tune out the things around us completely. I mean, to the frustration of our spouses. I mean, things like kids, housework, jobs that need doing can go unnoticed because we are focused on finishing what we are trying to do. Well, like to take the easy way, which is often the quickest way. Golden retrievers are the peacemakers. We always try to avoid conflict if at all possible.
I'm sorry, time's up. We have to move on now.
Okay, that's fine.
Now, we've briefly described each of the personality types. We are going to take a common occurrence, taking a vacation. And each of us are going to describe the scene from our personality type. Olivia Otter, 1 minute.
1 minute, jeez. When it's vacation time in our house, my husband, he ponders over it. He looks on the computer for months deciding where we're going to do and what we're going to do. I really could care less, just so long as it's fun. Because I like to have fun. I like to think about the things that we're going to do. I like to get together travel games and snacks. And if not, then we'll just play ABC games on the road. Just anything that keeps everybody having fun. As for getting ready for the trip, well, that's easy. The first thing I do is pack games, of course, because I like games. They're fun. And then I plan the food. Well, I don't actually plan menus or anything, because after all, that's not any fun. So, then I go to the store, and guess what I buy? Fun foods for the kids to eat. Snack foods, treats. And while we're doing things, we can bring out these fun foods and eat them. And then my husband has time to promise me that we'll see something fun along the way when we stop. I'm very curious, you know, so it doesn't matter what we do, as long as it's fun.
Did you ever get there?
Well, yes. So because my husband is a golden retriever, he just lets me do what I want, and that's great. The other thing is, I put a duffel bag.
Okay, sorry, I've let you run on
And
too
then,
long already.
so I put this duffel bag in each of my kids' rooms, and I say, this is your duffel bag. Now you put what you want in the duffel bag, and what you need for your trip. And then I pack what I have. And when it's done, we say, well, since there was very little to do, that's just the way it went. If they didn't pack a jacket, well, they don't have one.
Can you believe that? What a mother.
Well, Brenda, I can understand where she's coming from on that.
Didn't it hurt their feelings that you didn't help them pack?
No, I didn't really think about that. I don't know. So that's just how we did it.
Cut, that's it.
Oh, wait, but there's something else.
No way, that's it.
I just have to say that being rejected by people is really, really painful to me, for us Otters, because we really like having people like us. It's really, really important to us.
Sit down, Olivia.
And so,
I like you just fine. Sit down.
so even if you weren't enjoying this, be sure to tell me that you were, because it's really important to me that you
Well,
liked
now
it.
that Olivia's wasted all my time.
Don't you see the smiles on their faces? Look.
Yes, I know, but I'm in charge, and you need to listen to me. Now let's proceed. As a lion personality, I plan our vacations in my mind. Then I make a list and delegate to my husband and children their part of the responsibilities. My responsibility is to decide what our purpose is in taking this vacation. If we're going to a national park, I make sure that we see everything that is beautiful. If we're going on a historical vacation, I make sure that every tourist site is in every historical monument and learn everything we can about it while we're there. We use every cent we have available, and we make sure we spend it all well. If you get sick, well, I'm sorry. We move on. If it's raining, that's okay. We go to Disney World in the rain. We don't stop along the way when traveling by car, unless it's on the schedule. Bathrooms, drinks are scheduled. Any change of plans have to be cleared through me, because I'm in charge. We are going to have fun, but we're going to do it my way. Brenda, tell us how Beaver personalities plan vacations.
Well, planning a vacation is very serious business, because if it goes all wrong, it's all my fault. It doesn't matter who else is involved or what happened, it's my fault. So it must be done correctly. The problem is that I can't really depend on my own judgment because I may be wrong. So I get out the travel section of the Freelance Star and I see where other people have gone on their vacations. Surely that's a good idea. Once you zero in on a state, then I go to the Automobile Club office and get a book on that state. I read every single page and every article and every caption. Then I zero in on the trip, on the area of the state we're going to go to and get a map. I mark of the highlight of the entire trip.
Brenda?
Every single stop must be marked with a yellow marker.
Fred, this is really scary.
Now, I do set impossible goals to myself, and then when I don't meet these goals, I feel really guilty because I ruined it for everybody else. So I have to be sure that every stop is marked, so we don't miss anything. Then, when we pick out the city we're going to, I pick out the hotels that are listed in the back of the book in the brochure. Because if the hotel is not pretty, I won't stay there. It has to be pretty because I like pretty. Then I write all the sites we're going to. I write, not call, because that costs money. But if I have an 800 number, then I call. I get a list of all the tours, the 10 o'clock tour, the 1 o'clock tour, the 5 o'clock tour, and I make sure that I book one that has the prettiest view of that time of day.
Why don't you just go and see?
No. You book everything in advance, because if you don't, you might miss something. Then you have this guilt. If I had only booked it, things to deal with. Then I start shopping because I have to make sure that everything I get is on sale. The socks I wear on sale, and if I don't buy anything unless it's a bargain. Then when all of that is done, it's time to design the chart. This chart has numerous columns. First the date, then the transportation, then the driving.
This is so boring. Are you almost through?
But it is so organized. Lodging is the next column. Be sure to list the phone numbers you need. Then I allocate the amount of time I'm going to give each stop. Of course, you have to figure in driving time. Then I total up the expenses. What did we pay for meals, lodging, gas, miles per gallon?
10 seconds.
And the last column is the coupon column. You keep track of everything you save because you feel so worthy that you saved some money on this trip.
I use money on our trip too, but when it's gone, well, then we're through.
Well, as far as the money is concerned, when we're all done, I make up an expense report because that is what's withdrawn from the vacation savings fund.
I don't have savings fund, Brenda.
Glenda, your turn now.
Golden retrievers don't take a lot of vacations. We talk a lot about it, but we never seem to get around to it. This year, though, we did manage a vacation. I must have a little beaver in me, because we did bring a map, and we did make reservations at some lodgings and sites. We had 10 days to take the vacation, so I couldn't decide exactly where to go, so we chose 3 different campsites, one of each kind, so I would know what kind we wanted for the next time. We had one at the beach, we had one at the lake, and we had one in the mountains. I don't know, that doesn't add up to 10 days, but I wanted a couple of extra days in case we decided to do something that I didn't know about yet. When I get ready for a vacation, I tend to pack everything. Because you never know what you might need or want when you get there. And a funny thing, my husband packs the car and always forgets to load a lot of my stuff. Once we got on our first campsite this year, a storm came up during the night, so everything we had to put on the line to dry, it didn't dry. But that didn't really bother me. I figured there were lots of fun things we could do inside the tent with the kids. My husband didn't agree.
If you had planned a little bit more carefully, none of these things would have happened. You realize that, don't you?
Well, I meant to plan it all out. I just never got around to it.
It's more fun not to plan it anyway.
Yes, so my husband went to a hotel to nap and dry off, and I went to the laundromat to wash and dry everything.
Was that in your schedule?
No, but I met the neatest people there while I was there, and I would have missed meeting them if it weren't for this sock trip. I think that might have been my favorite part of the trip. I'm not sure. I have to decide.
Wow.
Okay, guys. We were going to go through this whole thing, and we decided to just do this because we got short. Okay,